Okay, so this is my second attempt at recording this video because the first time my microphone audio didn't work and it just recorded Minecraft music for a solid 40 minutes. This is going to be a basic overview of the multi-floored, multi-level redstone elevator that I built in Create Mod. I have not seen anything like this on YouTube. I went around looking for how to build it because I was having trouble when I was initially trying to. And after successfully getting everything to work, I decided that I should make a video so that people can recreate it and optimize it and make it better, because it requires a lot of circuitry. I know that's not like a lot for a lot of other things, but if this was in vanilla Minecraft, then it'd be a flying machine and it'd be redstone wires going everywhere and it'd be a huge hassle. But thanks to the Create mod, it streamlines a lot of things. This was my original prototype that took me a while to get working. The biggest obstacle was these AND gate towers that took me forever to essentially just think of to build. And this RS NOR latch, which is the deciding factor on whether or not the elevator will go up or down. This is so it's a multi-floor elevator. Each floor has a button for every floor, and you, by doing this, can decide. It's seamless, so you can go from any floor to any floor just with the press of a button. You can call the elevator to any floor by pressing the button of that floor. And after building this, I ended up building a much larger version and slightly optimized the redstone circuitry. I made it a little bit more compact, while at the same time making it bigger by expanding it. And I will be doing a basic explanation of how it all works. So if you don't know what the Create mod is, I recommend checking out their trailer, which shows the Create mod trailer, which I will link in the description, which shows a lot of the cool stuff you can do with this mod. And then I'll also link one of my probably the biggest Create mod YouTuber right now that I know of, called Monkey Farm. He does his tutorial series is great. When I came back to this mod after like 6 months, I watched his videos and a lot had changed with the mod, and I learned a lot about power generation and everything through his basics video. And then I got the initial idea to make this elevator from his simple elevator video, which is just a 2-story up and down elevator where you can call it. And it's in theory this shouldn't be much more complicated, but it's infinitely more complicated. Not infinitely, but substantially more complicated, because you have to manually tell the elevator when to stop. You have to tell it, not manually, but you have to tell the elevator to stop on the floor that's requested, as well as you have to tell the elevator which direction to go in order to get to the floor that's requested. So let's say you're on the 2nd floor and you want to go to the 3rd floor. You have to tell it to go up, which is either switching the gear shift or just only disengaging the clutch. And essentially tell it to go up, and then tell it to stop at the 3rd floor, which is what all this circuitry does, as well as a little bit up there. I'm going to be doing a quick overview of this as best as I can, because it took me a lot of hours, not a lot of hours, but a few hours to figure this all out and implement it. Now, I am by no means the first person to ever build a multi-floor elevator in Minecraft. However, I am the first person to build it in Create Mod and post it on YouTube, because I have not seen any multi-floor elevators on YouTube using the Create Mod, which I believe streamlines the whole process compared to vanilla Minecraft. I know there's definitely other mods out there that'll probably make it easier, but the Create Mod it's very well integrated into the game, and this is the smaller one, this 4-floor version, is relatively easy to build. It's definitely an early game possibility. It requires a lot of brass for all the redstone links, but brass, once you get to the nether and you start getting blaze rods, brass is not the hardest thing to get. Yes, it's not easy, so this is, I would call this mid to late game, a mid to late game build, just because brass is expensive. And this build is entirely possible with only the Create Mod. I also have just enough items, which helps with recipes, and I have a mini-map mod. And I initially wanted to build this for my survival world, because I'm planning on a build that requires a multi-floor elevator. And I will maybe make a video of me doing that in the future. But right now I'm just going to do a basic explanation. I'm not going to cover the things that Monkey Farm covers in his basic elevator video, such as this, actually that's pretty different, so I should cover that. But the interaction between the rope pulley and this platform I will not cover. I will be covering using redstone contacts, using these redstone links, as well as the activation of the clutch and the gear shift and all of this redstone circuitry. That's all new. So essentially the way this elevator works is each button, 1 through 4, has a redstone transmitter or a link in the transmitter state on the back side, where if you press it, it sends a signal over to our circuit that reads the has a receiver that's linked to each of the buttons, and that will determine whether or not the elevator is being requested. When the elevator is requested to a floor, it will reset this powered latch, which will turn on the circuit, powering this AND gate, telling it to disengage the clutch, and until it reaches the state of being on the floor that was requested, this torch will stay on, powering this redstone link, which then will go into this case scenario, saying, okay, so it is, for example, not on this floor. Currently it is on the first floor. So let's say it's on the first floor and we have a request to go to the second floor. So we would hit the second floor button. This would turn on, turning it would temporarily turn off both of these torches, because this would still be on because it was on the first floor. It just worked a little fast. This is the case that it's still on the floor, on the first floor, and this is that it wants to go to the second floor. So these two redstone will turn on this redstone, which will turn on this redstone transmitter, which will go over here to our up circuit, saying connected this RS NOR latch. The up circuit would say, okay, so we want to go up, so it'll power this RS NOR latch, either flipping or maintaining the direction. This changes the direction based on this redstone link that is right here, attached to our gear shift. So when the RS NOR latch is in this on state, our gear shift is going up, and when it's in the off state, the gear shift is natively going down. And whether we have a down output from a redstone transmitter in the down frequency that I have set, or a redstone transmitter in the up frequency, it determines whether or not it needs to go down, whether it needs to go up. This is just basic AND gate logic, saying it's on this floor and it wants to go up to this floor or down to this floor. It's on the second floor, it wants to go up to the fourth floor. Also, they're all color-coded: white, orange, magenta, blue, in that order. Over there I used concrete, but that's not important. And that will signify, okay, so we need to go to the blue floor, and it's in the up position, telling this to switch and go up, or not switch if it's already in the up position. That's how an RS NOR latch works. And if it doesn't need to switch, it will not update the clutch, telling it to release. So that's why these observers are processing any sort of redstone change from either of the up or down circuits, sending a signal to this guy, which will reset the clutch, putting it in the native state of off. And then turn it back on. Well, this guy, this one comes from here, which will, as soon as the elevator is registered as being on the floor that was requested, this turns on, locking the clutch. And that is the general overview of how this works. If you want a build tutorial, just comment, like, and subscribe, and I will do a build tutorial. I didn't really explain how redstone contacts work. It's just if one contact is facing another contact, there's power. If there's a block apart, if they're facing the wrong direction, then it won't work. If they're connected, it will put out an output. And then I have a redstone link going over to our system. I built a bigger version. There's going to be a world download with just this, as well as a 3-story version. If you want to build that in your survival world, that'll be there. If you want a build tutorial, comment. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. If there's a next video, I don't know. Kind of just made this channel for this because I have not seen this anywhere on YouTube, and I thought somebody might enjoy it. I also kind of want to see Monkey Farm optimize it because he seems to be more knowledgeable about this. Hell, if El Mango decides to optimize it, because I know he's like a redstone genius, or any of those redstone geniuses out there, because that's all basic redstone logic, just using wireless redstone. That's the only difference, sort of. I mean, these adjustable repeaters are just like normal repeaters, but you can add as many ticks as you want. That's just that could be achieved with multiple repeaters or some sort of timed circuit, like a comparator pulse extender. Everything else is pretty good. All right, I will peace out. See ya.